Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave, and we're continuing our playthrough of Fleet Commander Nimitz by DVG. And our next move is right here as we go into September, October 1942. Okay, so we moved our campaign turn up, and now we're going to get ready for our resupply. So in September, October, we get 22 points. So let's set up our, I had 1 point carry over. We're going to put in 10, 15, 6 is 21, and we'll put a 1 up here for 22 because I know I'll be making change anyway. All right, the next thing we do is we come over and we do our advanced forces under construction. The Hornets moving up, the battleships moving up, and we'll have the delay on the destroyer again. We're going to advance the 1st Marine, and here we can advance the 22nd Bomb Group, the 19th Bomb Group, and the 3rd Bomb Group is going to move up. These two will come to the west coast, right here. All right, now to figure out what to do with our supply points. Well, we know that we're going to spend 4 of them. Leave me with 1. We're going to spend 4 of them to scout. Okay, we're going to scout Carrier Fleet 4. I need to know where he's going. Battleship Fleet 1, Carrier Fleet 5, and Carrier Fleet 3. So that's who I want to know. I want to know where they're going. Okay. Now we have to decide over here what to do. I'm going to spend, I can spend 2 points, which we're going to do. Take 2 off, and we're going to rush the Marine unit out because I need him. We got to go get Midway back. I think I really would like to get rid of this delay in my production because it keeps me from getting instant things, you know, ships moving, everybody moving. You see, I still have 10, 16, 17 up here. So I'm thinking I could spend 10 to get me halfway here on hitting their stride. And that would leave me with, and if I keep 3 back for battle plans, that leaves me with 4 to build, which I need to put into some infantry units, I think. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 10 supply points. Oh, wait a minute. I have to spend 2 points over here on Wake Island to resupply these 2 units that were cut off. So take that out, that 3 out of there. Brings me back to number 1. Okay, if I spend that 10, or I could spend 9, the next turn I could still get there. If I spend 9, leaves me with 3, which would allow me to build 3 infantry, which is what I want to do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend 9 here. 3, 6, 9 right here. We're going to try to get this delay off of here. That's going to leave me with 1 up here. Those 3 I'm going to build with infantry. 32nd. Where do I want that Marine group again? 2. My capacity is 6, so I can handle it. 2, and 3 right there. So the 3 is what I'm going to build. And that leaves me with 3 points for battle plans. All right. Here we go. That's that. So now we do our scouting. Okay. So let's do the Carrier Fleet 4 first because they're the farthest down here, and let's see what we're going to get with scouting on them. Oh, 2 dice. 16 plus 2 is 18. So Carrier Fleet 4 is going to do a sortie. And a sortie is, let me look this up. Okay, for a sortie, we randomly select 5 ships, 2 infantry, and 2 land-based aircraft, which we have the ships here. Move to an area with both U.S. and Japanese forces ashore, which we don't have any. Okay, so then you go to offensive order. So Carrier Fleet number 4 is going offensive. They're going to take their ships, 3 infantry, no aircraft, to the objective that is closest to the area, which is Samoa. Okay. So they take, right here, this is sortie. So we went to offensive. Closest objective, they take Fleet 4, moves to Samoa. They're in transit. No Japanese forces ashore. Adjacent to a Japanese shore, which I have it 2 different directions right there. Okay. And they took with them 3 infantry and no aircraft. So they take the infantry with them. And they'll have them on a transport to land here at Samoa. I have a fighter group and a P-39, which, because they're in transit, I could still get them out of there and just give that up. And that's probably what I'm going to do, because I don't want to lose them, and I really can't stop this. So when it gets my turn, because they're in transit, I can make my move. That's what scouting's for. Okay. All right. Well, that was that one. Let's do Battleship Fleet 1. See what they're going to do. They got 13 plus 2 is 15. Objective with Japanese forces ashore. If cannot, so they're reinforcing. An objective with Japanese forces ashore. So they can go, the nearest one is the Gilbert Islands. So Battleship Fleet 1 moves to the Gilbert Islands. And they would take with them 1 infantry and 3 aircraft. Well, they can't take that, but they take the aircraft. So the aircraft comes down here to the Gilbert Islands. And they're in transit. Okay. All right, next is, so that's got us here at the Gilbert Islands. We moved that group there. Okay. Next is Carrier Fleet number 5, right here. Now let's see, they did a reinforce, they're still at 0 there, which is good. Okay, Carrier Fleet number 5 gets 6. Plus 0, a 6, is a refit. So the fleet, 1 infantry and 3 aircraft. So he takes the aircraft back, leaves the battalion there. They go back to Japan with refit. And that took care of them. They can't move. Okay. And then we did carrier fleet number 3. Let's see, with refit, this went up 2 on the resupply. All right, it's got 10 plus 0. So 10 is a withdrawal, 1 closer to Japan. So carrier fleet 3 withdraws. And with them, they took 1 infantry, 2 aircraft. So he takes this infantry and 2 aircraft. We'll bring them all back here to Japan. Okay. All right. That's the end of the scouting orders. And this went up 1 more. So it's at 3 there. All right, so now we check for our orders. So this battalion gets a moved. He's a hold. It goes up 4. This battalion, Surface Fleet 1, we'll get to find out what they're going to do because they only have 2, 5, they have 6 there. Okay. This one's a hold order. Goes up 4. And who else do we have here? This has 2 units. They'll take a hold order. Goes up 4. These have 4. These have 4. He has 2. He'll take a hold order. We're already maxed out. He has 3. He can take a hold order. Just going to hold him there. Okay, 4 and 4. Before we start to get into, now this one's got 6. Yep. This one will be a hold order here, because that fleet was moving. So he doesn't go anywhere. All right, so these guys here, hold order is 1 and 3, so they stay right here. Same for these guys in Borneo. They don't move. All right. I think now we're getting into our fleet actions. Surface Fleet 1. Let's see, let me get this back here a little bit. Surface Fleet 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, has 6 on it. So let's see what he's going to do. He gets a 1 and 10 is 11. Support. Japanese forces ashore. Okay, so let's see what he's going to do here. On a support order, we randomly select the 3 ships, which he has 1 infantry, 2 land-based, he doesn't have any, to an area with Japanese forces ashore. All right. So this would go, the next closest for them is right here at the Marshall Islands. So the surface fleet would move down to there and support the Marshalls. Okay. All right. And this guy becomes, stays there. Okay, next is, see, they have 2, but they have the big carrier fleet. That's 5. And the surface fleet number 2, 6, 7, 8. So he'll be after a couple of these up here. Looking for, who else haven't we moved here? Carrier Fleet 1, Surface Fleet 3. So that's 3, 5, 6, 7 there. I think he's next. So we'll roll this order here and let's see what we're going to get. It's a 7 plus 10, that's 17. That's a sortie. So out of Carrier Fleet 1 and Surface Fleet 3, 1, 2, 3, they have 4 ships. So both fleets would go with 2 infantry, which they have on board, and 2 land-based aircraft, which there aren't any, to an area with both US and Japanese, which they don't have any. Then he would do offensive. He would move to the closest area that has no Japanese forces ashore. Well, holy crap. Okay. So they're coming to Wake Island. Man, that is not good. You got a carrier fleet and a surface fleet. Carrier Fleet 1 is a light cruiser. Okay, I might have to go try to hit these guys with my surface fleet and keep them from taking Wake Island. As much as I wanted to go invade Midway, they're bringing 3 land units to embark on me here. Okay, they moved. All right, who's next? I should have put a marker on Surface Fleet 1. They moved. Well, I can spread it across there like that. Okay, that's what we got there. Who do we have left that hasn't moved? He has a hold order there. Let's see, they did a offensive. That was -8. Okay. Who do I have left? Carrier Fleet 2 and Surface Fleet 2. All right, they have, let's see, Carrier Fleet 2 has 3, 6, 7, 8. So I believe that's the next group is right here. So we'll roll. Sorry, set the camera down for a second. They get a 6 plus 2 is an 8. That is a withdraw. 2 ships, so one of the fleets. So that would be the Carrier Fleet number 2, withdraws back to the Solomon Islands. They take 1 infantry, which they already have on their, let's see, on the Carrier Fleet 2, they have 2 infantry. So they get 2 battalions put on their fleet card up here. That's what I'm doing here. They take 2 with them. They can't take them from the island, and they move back here to the Solomons. We'll put a moved marker on them. So they're sitting there. And then Surface Fleet 2, we still have to roll 4. And they did a withdrawal, so that's +1. So that moves them up. And we'll roll again. And we get a 10 plus 5 is 15. They're going to reinforce. Man, not having a good time here. Okay, and to reinforce has at least 1 infantry or land-based aircraft ashore. Okay, so for them, they don't have anybody ashore yet. They can either go to the Solomons or they can go to the Gilberts. Nope, the closest one's the Solomons. So Surface Fleet 2 moves back here with Carrier Fleet 2, so they went with them. And they take one aircraft, so they'll take this aircraft and put it over here also. Okay, and I think the last one is Japan. Let's see what they're doing with their forces up here. We have 2 aircraft and a bunch of military. So that's up here. Let's see what we get with them. We got to move them. They get a 1 and 5 is 6. So they stay here and refit. That would be 1 infantry, 3 aircraft. So the 3 aircraft stay, the 1 infantry stays. All right, and our supply goes up. Japan's resupply goes up by 2. Right here. We roll again. They get 7 plus 5 is 12. They go 1 closer to Australia. That would be 2 infantry. So 2 infantry come down here to Okinawa. They would be on a transport. We still have 3 infantry left. Now let's see. That was a 12. That's no move on the resupply. We roll one last time, I think. A 2 plus 5 is 7. They stay and refit. All 3 of these guys stay and refit. Okay. And that moves that up 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's at 12. Okay. Double check everybody. Make sure everybody's held. Oh, everybody's got a moved counter or an in-transit counter. Yep. Okay. Well, what did I do here? I was supposed to do U.S. movement before I did that. And quite honestly, these guys were coming into Midway, and I can't cheat and put them somewhere else. That's where they were going. So they're going to retake Midway. And I have the 1st Marines are going with them on a transport. That's who we're bringing ashore. And I have 2 bomb groups that are coming into Hawaii here. The other thing I said I was doing was I was giving this up because these guys were coming up here. And they can take 3, so they would get one of these bomb groups. Or they could get the Marine Air Group. That's who they should take, the Marine Air Group. The rest of my aircraft will stay in Hawaii. Don't have any place else for them to go. I gave up Samoa. I have to take Midway and hopefully not lose Wake Island. And then maybe I can get in there and help them on the next turn. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay. This is grisly still. It's all touch and go here in 42. Trying to hold on to things. So let's see. Battles we're going to have are going to be Midway and Wake Island. And they're going to land their troops here on Samoa with this transport. And that's where they're at. So they took Samoa, no problem. Nothing to do here. So yes, I have Midway and Wake Island. So let's set up and let's do Midway. So I'll get my map out and we'll get her set up. Okay, here on Midway, I have a battle location right here. He's going to have 1 battalion in foxholes, and I have mine is coming into the beaches. It's the 1st Marine, and when they land, they actually go straight into foxholes. My subgroup won't be doing anything. So here, out here in the coastal area, I got a nice big cruiser force. I should be able to eliminate these guys pretty quick. Okay, so we moved our forces. Now we roll for battle turns. And we roll 1. So it's 1 battle turn. I get 1 shot at these guys. But with all that firepower, I should not have any trouble eliminating them. I get my battle plans. I think I'm going to do engaged. That way, if something goes wrong, I can extend the battle by 1 turn. Just in case. Shouldn't need to, but just in case, we're going to have them ready. Okay, next thing we do is draw the Japanese battle plans. So let's see what they get. They have artillery, infantry ashore, 1 successful infantry attack. Well, I don't have any infantry for them to attack, so that's not going to do anything. No aircraft, either side. So we go no dogfight, no AA, no bomb runs, no torpedoes, no depth charges. So now it's naval guns. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are at 4. I'm going to roll all 5 dice. I'm looking for 4s or less. Oh, that one didn't go in there. I got a 3, and the rest of them are misses. 5, 6, 9, 10. So I hit them 1 time. Okay. Now I got 3s. 1. Oh, only 1 3. A 1. Got him. So we eliminated the Japanese battalion. My Marines land. And we now hold Midway. We can flip that back over. Take the move counter away. And my surface action did what it had to do, which was get Midway back. Okay. So I now have Midway. I have my 1st Marine Division, which means that I'll be able to bring my air group back again. The next battle is Wake Island. Okay, let's see what we can set up here. On Wake, I've got 2 infantry in the U.S. foxholes. I've got 3 aircraft squadrons. So we'll put 3 here on my airfields. Okay, he has Carrier Fleet 1 and Surface Fleet 3. So Carrier Fleet number 1 is the Ryuho, however they pronounce it. A destroyer, a cruiser, and 2 land troops that are coming in on the transports. Right here. All right, so it will be the carrier, and then it's 1 escort, battleship, cruiser, destroyer with the lowest surface attack value. So the destroyer stays back and the cruiser comes in right here. And then, oh, maybe not, wait a minute. I also had surface fleet number 3, a sub, and another battalion landing with these guys. Okay, I don't have any ships, so the sub's not going to do anything, so he'll just stay back out here in the ocean. So that's this group right here. They did have 1 infantry battalion that they brought ashore with them. Okay, so I got a cruiser I got to deal with, and I got those battalions I got to deal with. Okay. And then he's a light, so he gets 1 A6M squadron and 1 VAL dive bomber squadron. All right, so this is going to be interesting. We'll see what's going to happen here. I'm going to, man, I hate them zeros. I need to hit that carrier if I can, but I need to get that destroyer, stop these guys. Lordy, lordy. Okay, so let's see, what do we do next? We moved our forces. We have to roll for the battle turns. So let's see, it's going to be an 8 is 3 battle turns, and forces present is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have 6 forces present, so they get 2 battle plans. So we change our battle plans here to 2. 2 is what they're going to draw. I get 3. I'm going to spend a supply point and have 6. That's going to take that down to 2 now, up here on my supply points. Still have 2 left over. That gives me 6 battle plans, which I can go ahead and choose what I want. And I know one of them is going to be artillery. I need that. And one of them needs to be a diving attack. That's 5. One of them can be a charge. I can roll for an extra infantry attack. That's 6. Is there anything else I need? I think I gotta leave that out there. If I spend 3 more, what would I gain here? I'm going to spend this supply point, change it from 2 to 1. I get 3 more battle plans. I want first light. Lets me go after that carrier. Maybe I can hit him while they're still down. And I can do furball. Inflicts 1 extra hit. Right there. Let me take a look at that. And I just looked, and no, I can't use the first light because I don't have a carrier here. So he goes back. But I can do the Seabees, and they'll stop a hit on my airfield if I get to that point. So I think that's what I'm going to do, try to protect this Wake Island here. All right, I got to try to get to these guys as much as I really need to go hit that carrier. I don't know that I can do that, but I got to hit these ground forts. They don't have any ground forces yet, so everything right now is going to be going after his carrier on this first attack, I think, and seeing if I can't do some damage to that carrier. So it's our only chance, I think, right now, and that's what we're going to have to do. And maybe I can knock down some of his stuff, keep him from hurting me so much. Okay, I got to draw 2 Japanese battle plans. The first one is screening ship. Dang, stop 1 hit inflicted on a carrier. Well, I hate to see that one. That's what I was going after. And damage control, stop 1 hit. Oh. Everything I was just getting ready to go do, it's stopping me from doing. So maybe now I don't go after the carrier. Maybe now I go after that cruiser. Yeah, he can stop 1 hit, but at least then maybe I get a shot. Maybe I can get a hit here or something. Maybe knock him down. I think that's what I have to do. We move our U.S. aircraft, that's where we're going. We're coming right here to the cruiser and then the transports if I can get a couple lucky hits here or not, but we'll see what happens. Okay, move Japanese bombers. So here comes his Val, and it is a 3. A 3, he's coming to the island, so he's attacking me here. And his fighters is a 5, and that's also the island. So his fighters came with his bomber to protect him. So he's not out in the coastal where I'm at. Okay. Combat, there's no dogfights. The Zeros are off doing their thing. There's anti-aircraft fire comes from his ship. He has a 2 or less. 5, no effect. Okay, bomb runs. Okay, we'll go ahead and do his bomb run. He's a 4 or less. And he got a 2, so I take a hit. Okay. Now come my bomb runs. I've got 2 3s and a 4 going after this carrier, so we'll roll the 2 3s first. That's my mag 23. Oh no, this is this is a 4 and 2 1s. This is a naval target, so we'll roll the 2 1s first. We got a 6 and a 9, and now we need a 4 or less with mag 23. You got a 2, so I hit the cruiser, so that's good. So I damaged him anyway. That's some of his naval fire just got cut down. All right. Torpedo tips are naval guns. So he needs a 2 or higher, 2 or less, I mean. He got a 7, so no effect from his naval guns. Oh, and I invoked, you know what? My diving attack, bomb success, inflicted 1 extra hit. I eliminated the cruiser. So he's gone. So I got rid of those guys. So that's good. So that paid off. I got rid of that cruiser, sunk him. All right, infantry. There's no infantry combat. Infantry advance. So they land on the beaches now. Transport goes back. And we return aircraft. They go back to their carrier. And we come back to our land-based target. And now I got a better shot at going after those guys on the beaches. Okay. Advance our battle turn counter. Oh, he gets his cruiser back because he had damage control, stop 1 hit. So I inflicted it, he stopped it. Okay. All right. Good, I'm glad I caught that. All right, so he still has his cruiser out there, which isn't very powerful right now. Now my problem is these 3 land-based units, and one of them's a good unit. So I need to hit these guys and hit them hard, I hope. Okay, so now, let's see. We draw our Japanese battle plans. This is battle turn 2. He gets screening ship, so protects his carrier again. And he gets, what is this? First light, pre-attack carrier group. We don't have anybody for him to come attack, so that doesn't do anything. Okay. Move our U.S. aircraft. Well, they're going after the land-based targets now. That's what I got to go hit. And Japanese bombers. We know no matter what we roll, they're coming here to the island. But we do roll for the Japanese fighters, and they get a 5, and they're coming to the island also. Okay. So he's going to be attacking us. That's where we're at. So his fighters are coming after us. We might get lucky and knock him down. Who knows? Okay, we go into combat. We have a dogfight. So he's an 8 or less. And he gets a 5. So he hits 1 hit. We'll take that against our P-39s. Can I do that? Nope. I have to take it against the lowest number. It goes against my B-17s. Shoot. Okay, and I got 2 fighter groups fighting his zeros. They're both 3s. And he got a 5 and a 6, so no damage to his zeros. All right. So that's our dogfight. No anti-aircraft or bomb runs. So he needs a 4 or less to hit with his dive bombers. Ooh, 5. Okay. I need a 2 or less to hit with my B-17s now. 6, they missed. And I need 3s or less with my 2 bomb groups over here. 2 and an 8. All right, well I hit 1 battalion right there. It caused a little bit of damage. All right, no torpedoes, depth charges, naval guns. He has to have a 2 or less to hit. He gets a 10. That missed. And now we have infantry. Okay, we're ready for the infantry. They're making their attack. I need a 2 or less. And he gets a 2. Got rid of that battalion. And I need a 3 or less. 10. That didn't work. We're going to fire our artillery. Hit. Is that what I want to do? Hit this battalion? Yep. So there went the artillery. We use that. I'm going to roll an extra infantry attack for my infantry. Need 3 or less. 9. Didn't work out. Okay, so I still have CBs and furball. He's down to 3 left. I gotta have some hits for my bombers, man. That's all there is to it. All right, infantry advance. So he's moving into his foxholes now. His zeros go back. My guys are gonna land right here. I have my infantry, his bombers go back. So far, so good. I gotta have some bomb hits, man. That's what I gotta have. No way around it. Yeah. Okay, advance the battle turn counter. He gets 2 new. He gets 2 new battle plans. First light, that's not gonna do anything. And attack plan. +1 on all rolls. So he gets a +1. That comes out. Okay, here we go. Move my aircraft. Here they come. Here comes the same. Well, the bombers are coming. We got to roll for his fighter. If he gets a 1-2, he'll stay back. 2! All right. He stayed over the carriers. They held him back. They thought we'd come attack his carrier, I guess. All right. That's better. Okay, no dogfights. No AAA. Bomb runs. So he needs a 4 or less. He gets a 1. We eliminated that unit. Okay. Now I'm coming. I need a 2 or less with my B-17. And he gets, a 3. I need 3s or less with my other 2. I got a 7 and an 8. So they missed. Daggone it. Dang it. Okay, infantry attacks. I'm going to attack. I need a 3 or less. A 1. I eliminate that battalion. He gets to fire and he gets a +1 on his rolls. He gets a 2. He misses with the battalion. It's gone now. And this guy, he's a 4 less, which makes him a 5 or less, a 6. He missed. Okay, that's it. We return. No air losses there. And that's the end of that battle. And unfortunately, again, I have lost control of Wake Island. So, we'll put everybody back on the island. There's my guys. He has a battalion. I have a battalion. Right there. He has a damaged crew. Let's see. His carrier goes back. His destroyer goes back. He has a damaged cruiser. Right there. I wish I could have sunk him, but I didn't. My stuff goes back here. All right. And that takes care of that. Japanese reinforce. He has, we roll a die. It's +1 per supply order, -1 per damaged force. None there. But he has a ship that's damaged, so it's going to be -1, which is, we'll just go ahead and move that down to 11. And that repairs that ship. Okay. So he's going to add 11 to his die roll. He gets a 1. 11 is 12. Oops. No submarine raiders, no other damaged forces. All right, so he gets 2 ships. He gets 1. That's his destroyer group 4. I'll come back into surface fleet number 1. He gets 2 infantry, 2 aircraft. So he only has 1 aircraft. Gives him 3 more battalions. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. U.S. supply check. We know that they're in supply now because I took Midway, so I'm back healthy there. So I'm good there. And they have U.S. defeat check. I have to be holding at the end of September, October 3. I have 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we got a battle going on Midway, or on Wake Island, which I'm going to have to resolve. All right. That's the end of September, October 1942. We're holding our own. We did it with a surface fleet. We took Midway back, so I'm good there. It keeps my line of supply going. And I got a battle going on Wake Island, and I got my carrier group coming up. And I can even get the Hornet into this thing because I can rush him out now. And that's going to set me up. My surface fleet will pick up a battleship the next time they leave port. So I think this is going to be healthy here. We're going to get a chance at Wake Island again. I've got some infantry coming. I might even rush another Marine group up here to Wake Island and see if we can't create some problems here for these guys. And I got to spend some points and get rid of that delay going into 43. I don't want any delays on my builds because now I can start getting my Navy built up a little more. So I think we're moving into it now, and we'll see how this goes. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. It's been fun. I'm hanging on by the skin of my teeth, but I can't lose an island, and I have to take an island or the battle's over on the next turn. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you like what we're doing, if you're enjoying this as much as I am, then give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.